Howdy everyone, welcome to a quick tutorial on how to build my multi-directional elytra launcher. So depending on how you build this can launch you in either 2 or 4 directions. It's very resource cheap and very consistent. So let me just show you here. I'll climb up this ladder here, and basically whichever one of these ladders you choose, that is the direction you'll go. So if I go ahead and choose this ladder, I will be launched out in this direction at a 45-degree angle. So I just jump onto the ladder, look straight up, hit spacebar, and there we go. You see we launched about 125 blocks straight up into the air, which is fairly decent height. You can, of course, increase that if you add more boats. And I'll just show you here with one other example. Let's just say let's launch in this direction. So we'll just climb up this ladder now. Look straight up, spacebar, and there we go. So we launched 130 blocks that time. So yeah. Pretty reliable, pretty consistent, and very useful. So let's go ahead and see how to build it right now. So let's go ahead and build this. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and place down a block like this. And then you want to place 2 dispensers facing into the area above this block. You only need 1 dispenser if you're doing the 2-directional version. So just take note of that. Then you need a block right here. Block on the opposite side here. And then we need a water bucket right in the center right there. Now take a slab and place it right over the water. That's where your boats are going to sit on top of. We'll place down end rods on the sides like this. And then we need a pane. So let's just get a glass pane. Let's go with purple here. Glass pane here and here. And then we need some blocks on top in a plus shape. So just like that. There we go. Beautiful. So now we're ready to go ahead and put in our boats. So we want to put our boats into these dispensers here and this dispenser here. And to facilitate this, I'm going to use a hopper. I recommend, at least to start off, you put, let's see here, if we get our chests, you put a double chest of boats into each dispenser. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a hopper here, chest here, and I'll go ahead and fill up each and every one of these chests with some boats. So I'll be back once I'm done with that. So our boats are now in place in these chests here, and we're ready to go ahead and dispense them. Now you can do this manually, just like this, with a lever or a button or something, but I typically like to do something like this. So if I go ahead and put down a little bit of a circuit right here, all we need is a comparator on subtraction mode, some dust around like this leading back around into the comparator, then forward to the dispenser here, and a lever on the back, and we'll do the same thing on the opposite side here. Let me just grab this, make a little bit of a circuit right here, comparator on subtract mode, some dust around like that leading to the dispenser, and then we need a lever or redstone torch or some power source back here. Flick this on and you can hear it start to click, and that will dispense all of our boats into that area. So I'm going to wait until these are all done, and then I'll be back. Alright, so we're done now dispensing the boats. We can destroy this clock over here, destroy this clock over here, and then basically we can destroy everything, including the chests and the hoppers underneath of this slab here. So just go ahead and get rid of everything. Everything must go. And eventually you're going to be left with something like this. So at this point we're very close to being done. The main thing we have to do now is we have to actually run into the boats on the side where the glass panes are. And this will basically help to distribute our boats evenly. You see they're sort of all bunched up right now. We want to sort of spread them out a little bit so that we can get the boost. So basically run into your boats like that, and you'll see that the boats should distribute, which they actually did not right there for some reason. Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, distribute a little bit there, and then we'll do it on the same side, same thing on this side. And there you go. That time you saw it. So now all the boats are, a little bit more spread out and not so confined. That's exactly what we want to see. And now go ahead and just build down a way up to your launcher. So we'll build one on this side. We'll build one on this side as well for symmetry's sake. There we go. And now what we need to do is we need to make drop chutes over the corners of where our boats are. So to do that, we're just going to go ahead and build out something like this. So there's one drop chute. One over this side. 2 drop chutes. One over this side. If I could place blocks correctly. 3 drop chutes. There we go. And the 4th one right there. Fantastic. So now we just want to go ahead and increase the height of this. I recommend about 4 blocks is typically what I do. You can do as low as 2, but it's it's a lot tougher to activate the elytra in that space. So I'm going to do 4 blocks here. Then we're going to put ladders down, 4 ladders in all 4 spots, just like this. And then I'm going to cap it off with quartz slabs. The reason I do this is because it prevents mob spawns up here, so you don't need any extra lighting or anything like that. And also it helps you to not go over the top of the ladder constantly, which can get annoying. And the final thing we got to do, we got to come down here, and in these slots we want to basically put half slabs around so that we get a more consistent flight. So just put half slabs on the bottom where your drops are. And there we go. We are now done. Time to now test it out. So I now highly recommend you test out each side. The reason is because in this design, because it depends on the boat distribution, you may have to add more boats to one side to get your proper launch. Just depends on how your boat's distributed, and it is kind of random. So let's test out this thing, make sure we can get it to work here. So we're going to try this corner first. Jump up onto the ladder, look straight up, spacebar, did not launch. Okay, not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's try this one now. Same thing. Drop down. Decent launch. Okay, we got about 100 blocks out of that one there. Very nice, very nice. So that side's working properly. We have to get more on this corner though. Let's try this side here now. So this corner first. Nothing. Okay. That's problematic. We got to fix that, and I'll show you how to do that. We'll make sure we launch out of this one now. This one should launch. Yep, we got about 75, 80 out of this one. Okay, good. So we got 2 decent launches out of 2 sides, but not the other 2. And that is expected, and it was anticipated, so let's just go ahead and fix that now. So again, we're going to go ahead and put down our dispensers. So we'll have dispenser right there. I need to switch to creative game mode. Dispenser right there, and dispenser right here. And then we're also going to put down a block here, and we need a water bucket. Place that down, and then a block right there to block that. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to fill up this dispenser here, and you want to essentially make sure that the boats, as you can see here, are all going to the left. So you see that it sort of spawns in and then drifts to the left. That's because this did not launch us before, and there's not many boats in this this quadrant comparatively to the rest of the quadrants. So basically, you want to dispense boats until you see it go both right and left. So you see they're still going left, left, and let's try a few more in here. Usually it's about 30, 32 boats or so, just for reference. But let's just see if we can see this here. So still going left, still going left, still going left. That one went right. Okay, so now we should be good. And this side, I think I've already put down enough so that it goes left and right. Nope, still left. Okay. So let's put a few more in here. But basically, you want to make sure that you see the boats going left and right, because that means you'll launch out of both. So I'm still seeing left, left. Let's get a few more in here. And there it is right there. So now it's going left and right. And the more boats you add, now it's just increasing the height. Alright, so now that we have more boats, let's go ahead and test it. We have a total of, let's see, 236 boats in here right now. Of course, if you built the 2-directional launcher, you'll need about half of this, so that can save you a bit of lag if you have problems with these boats lagging you. But let's try this now. So here we go. Here's one direction. This one goes to 150. Fantastic. Let's get back down. Alright, next direction right here. This is the one that wasn't working before. This now launches us to 150. Fantastic. Alright, let's do the other side. Right here. This one also was the second one that wasn't working. Let's try this one. This one's launching to about 95 or so now. Very good. Very good. And finally, this one, which was working quite well before, should work even better now, I believe. Yep. We got 225 now. Sweet. So yeah, guys, that is all 4 directions now up and working. As I said, you do have the option of this 4-directional launcher, or you can go also with the 2-directional version, which is just basically the same design minus 1/2, and you can use about half the boats too. So you have some options here with this. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this and found this useful. If you did, please leave a like. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.